tough, though. He's a 4-time state champ out of Oregon, 198-3 in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was definitely a blue chip recruit. Jake Ryan was an Ohio State runner-up and the coach's son, and he has great defense.
He does have really good leg attack defense. Solid here. Sometimes looks like a smaller 157-pounder. There in the camouflage thing, that's Jake Ryan. That's Tom Ryan's son, one of Tom Ryan's sons. Looks smaller, I think, but that's just his stature. I mean, he's a shorter guy, but stocky, and obviously very uses his hips very well. You'll see the defense there, getting his hips back very strong. Berger took a nice shot.
His dad was a 58-pounder, right, in college?
Yep.
So, yeah, they're pretty much the same size.
And we mentioned Pat Smith earlier. That's who beat Tom Ryan in the national finals, finals.
That was a great one. I think it was like 1-point match. I'm such a nerd, dude. I remember all that stuff.
You are welcome back anytime, my friend.
I remember the score. I know I was like 5-4. I know all that stuff.
That's quite impressive. And Jake Ryan almost trying to spin behind Berger. Tyler Berger did a nice job holding on to Jake Ryan's arm when Ryan was trying to just scoop behind there.
Yeah, I think on paper people would pick Tyler Berger to win this, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I think it's going to be a really tight match.
I think Berger's biggest win this year was over Mitch Minotti of Lehigh. Just, I believe, just a redshirt freshman, right, at 157.
Yeah, I believe he's only. I want to say his record's like 19-5 or something. I might be off by a couple on that.
It looks like 17-4 here on my sheet, but who knows?
And he just lost to Penn State, so it might be. I'm not sure. But he has a good record, and he's really tough. And
one thing I didn't mention at 149, Souflon looked great. Obviously, we wanted to see Hunter Steber wrestle Souflon, but that did not happen today. But great 5 points for the dual meet put on the board. Souflon with a nice win. Souflon was coming off an ACL tear last year, but looking to get on his first All-American honors this year.
They got 5. Did Souflon tech?
They had to have teched. We were in too deep a conversation to notice.
I didn't realize it was a tech.
That shows a little lack of professionalism on our part, I think. But I hope you enjoyed it home. And moving on to 157.
Well, Jake Ryan is one of these guys who, he didn't win a state title or anything, but he's just one of those guys. And I think his dad was this way, from what I understand. Just one of those guys who just keeps working and working and getting better. And before you know it, the guy's an All-American.
I still remember, when Jake Ryan was in high school, training with his dad in the wrestling room and clubbing his dad, and Tom not doing anything back as a loving father, should, but just clubbing it. And I remember almost threatening to quit wrestling, or maybe he did for a little bit, but it's cool to see him find the love for the sport and now wrestling for Ohio State and his dad at a great school. And the reigning national champions, the Buckeyes, won the national championship last year in the first time in 84-year history of their program, or of the NCAA wrestling. So Buckeyes expecting a lot right now, but depending on what poll you're looking at, only ranked, somewhere between 9 and 11 in the country.
I don't think that's accurate, though, just because I feel like Micah Jordan's going to score a lot of points at nationals. You never know what, with Hunter. I mean, the guy he's a 2-time All-American. He beat Kellen Russell as a pure freshman. I mean, so the guy can definitely wrestle. It's just a matter of, wrestling and live at a competition is different, so he hasn't had a lot of that. But
I would definitely say that when you look at these two teams, this could be a tough dual meet and a very close dual meet. So far, the Buckeyes they performed and won more matches. So thus far, this match could go either way. But I think at the NCAA tournament, the Buckeyes definitely have more firepower and can really, they have a chance. They also have these guys, like you said, Hunter Steber, who's ill right now. We've got Kyle Snyder, who I think is going to make his debut here at the end of this match. The world champion as a 19-year-old last year, 20 now, is coming out of Olympic red shirt to wrestle and help the Buckeyes win another NCAA title. But they have their hands very full against the Penn State Nittany Lions and also Oklahoma State Cowboys. Iowa obviously has a great team and is coached up extremely well by the Brands brothers. So, and I'm obviously leaving some teams out, but it's going to be cool. I mean, obviously
gonna
wrestling is just it always is every year. Just what a great fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good team race, and if everything comes together for Ohio State, if Hunter can do what Hunter can do, and their 41-pounder does what I think he can do, and of course Tomasello, and if everyone does what they can, they're a pretty solid lineup all the way through.
And you see Jake Ryan with a counter shot there. Tyler Berger took a shot. Jake Ryan with his patented leg attack defense, solid, strong defense here. In this position a lot. This is a position even personally I would love to work on here. Wrestlers get here a lot, and I think a lot of athletes, a lot of wrestlers are in that front headlock position, but they don't necessarily have a great way to score a takedown from that defensive front headlock position. And I think that's
you're talking about when you're defending the
when you're in a front headlock.
Okay.
And being able to score from there and turn someone's attack into your own takedown. I think Iowa does an incredible job in that front headlock position to get that takedown and secure get around behind. I think just some wrestlers don't develop that and they end up stalemating that position a lot.
Yeah.
So 0-1 is the score. No takedowns yet in this match. You see that from time to time in Jake Ryan's matches because he's not necessarily known for his offense, but he is known for his defense, so that there
so hard to score.
In turn gives you a 0-0 outside of these escapes, which he should tie this up here 1-1. I don't know Tyler Berger to be any tough top rider or anything, although Nebraska is very good in the top position. But as a freshman, you don't think most freshmen aren't that skilled in the top position.
Most freshmen, if they're going to have any problems, is on the mat, right?
Yep.
Getting away on bottom is the hardest part about being a freshman in Division I, right?
Yeah. And there's the 1 point Jake Ryan does earn. 1-1 now the score. One of the freshmen, obviously in the recent future, that I think did not follow that rule was Logan Stieber. On top was unreal.
Oh my gosh, that guy.
Even as a freshman. So there's another shot by Berger from a little too far away though, and now Jake Ryan right back into that front headlock type position, overhook and underhook. But we'll see if he tries to score here because it would be so huge. And nice set, tried to set that up. Very nicely done. A little too late right there on out of bounds. But if he tried doing a little bit more, he was very close to scoring. And you see he had a little pop. He had a little pop there, a little explosion, but not enough. Was trying to sneak one out of bounds. I see the way his mind's working. Minute left in this match. 1-1. It's going to come down to a takedown.
Neither guy looks tired to me.
Nice snap into his legs. So Berger in familiar position here. He is put himself in the front headlock position. On the out of bounds. Now 48 seconds left.
I think as the year has gone on, the referees have gotten better about their stall calls with the new rules. It seems like they've gotten better about it.
And I agree with you. And now there's a new rule, though. I mean, besides when the wrestlers are doing an action, if someone goes out of bounds, I think every time someone is going to be called for stalling. If someone's just pushing, the guy pushing gets called for stalling. If someone's backing out, they get called for stalling. Almost every time. Yeah,
I don't see it as much, but at the beginning of the season, it seemed like a guy would shoot someone off the mat. He'd shoot like 3 times, and the guy would spin at the last second, and then he'd get dinged for stalling.
And this is big right here. Berger in on a head inside single shot. Jake Ryan now trying to square his hips up, getting that defense in, going to leg too early there. Berger now scrambling well. Jake Ryan trying to get his hips on top. Berger scrambling, trying to come up in the back, and now that's Berger. No points given yet. No points are given. Wow.
No points given.
Mark Manning going to the front table.
Yeah, I bet.
And Mark Manning's definitely going to challenge that. That was very close. Jake Ryan didn't have his hands locked in that scramble.
Yeah.
That could have gone either way, but that call was definitely favored to the Buckeyes. Here, Jake Ryan tried to go that little bit too early, that inner leg, like kind of switch position, but
I wish I could see the clock.
Yeah, Berger gets really high right here. Clock's running real low. That could have been called a takedown, but they're saying no control, which actually I can see that too. I can see where there isn't control there now that you slow it down like that.
Yeah.
From our angle, we were right on the side there when Jake Ryan looked like he went right to his back. But
I think they're going to end up going into overtime.
Yeah, it could go either way. I could see it called either way there. It's very close, and the referee is sticking with his call. And I think when we looked at the review, I agree with it, but very, very close. Yeah. Overtime here for Berger and Ryan at 157 pounds. Berger looks to be the bigger wrestler. Jake Ryan, shorter stature, very tough leg attack defense. We've seen this match. Let's see what wrestler takes a risk. There's Berger's shot from a little too far away. Jake Ryan in the front headlock again. Can he score though? Berger doing a nice job staying square.
I think they're gonna hit for stalling.
32 seconds.
Nope.
Now that's what I was saying where they don't call stalling is if they are in an action and he scoots out and they're on their knees, similar to freestyle actually, the stalling doesn't have to be called.
Okay.
But if they're on their feet and someone's walking out of bounds or getting pushed out of bounds, stalling's going to be called.
I almost wish they would just implement a push-out rule.
Yeah. I think it's going that way, which is very nice. I think that I agree with that big time. I really hope that the NCAA adopts freestyle so our country's better at the Olympic level.
Okay. I was going to ask what your opinion was on that.
Oh, wow. Nice ankle kick attempt by Jake Ryan. Good scramble by both wrestlers. Now, double overtime here. Now, the rules here, just for you at home that may need a reminder, each wrestler will get a turn in the bottom position for 30 seconds. And the score after these two 30-second goes, if it's tied again, they will go on their feet for another minute in the neutral position on their feet.
Riding time not a factor as far as this stuff goes?
Riding time this time, not a factor.
Okay.
This round, yeah, the second time, riding time will be a factor. This round will just come down to Jake Ryan escapes. Berger will get a chance on bottom, and oh wow, that was very, very close to an escape. And Ohio State coach is asking for stalling because Berger was kind of pushing him out of bounds there. 15 seconds left. Jake Ryan just needs to get to his feet again to do the same thing and get a takedown. But breathing heavy is Jake Ryan in the bottom position. So Berger doing a nice job riding tough on top. And Jake Ryan needing to get to his feet here. Short time. Jake Ryan rolling now. Getting two and back points. He's getting back. Wow, that is huge. And almost with the fall, that is going to be at least 2 points. Huge reversal. Looked like Jake Ryan right there, looked like he was going for a Peterson for a second, but had very heavy hits. You see the defense and heavy hits of Jake Ryan came into play to what looks like give him a win in this match. Big
Tyler Berger's
points.
in a heck of a hole now, 30 seconds left.
Wow. So Jake Ryan is going to be very careful here, coming down to the leg, and he's going to get called for stalling. Obviously, he doesn't care about that. 1 point is given. They are neutral. Berger on his feet now with the front headlock of his own. Jake Ryan, do you want to just block off the next 10 seconds? Berger does get a takedown here and going to kick out Jake Ryan. 6-4. Berger in on a shot.
Nope,
oh
time was
my
out.
goodness. Almost tied the match
Time was out, but wow.
Goodness
heck of a match.
gracious. Wow. Tyler Berger, 4-6. Holy smokes. And Tyler Berger saying some words to Jake Ryan.
Yeah, he's not happy, but the time was out.
Holy smokes. What action. What action. You see the replay right here. Jake Ryan getting back points.
The winner with a 6-4.
Holy smokes. Tyler Berger very upset.
Big win for Jake Ryan.
Jake Ryan exhausted.